Hello, Space Engineers, and welcome back. I am back here at home base. We've got some building to do, because remember last time we were down there, we were down over there, worked on our new iron mine, got a pipeline down to where we can get to it with a rover. So now, we need to make a rover. I'm going to start my construction here. It'd be really nice if I can get a full large container of ingots over here in one shot. Because that, by rover, that's a fairly long trip. But if I'm able to get one full one, it makes it kind of worth it. I don't have to do it as often. And being a rover, it's going to use up a lot less energy than that iron drone that I made up there. So I think that will be the way to do it. But a full large container full of iron is very heavy. So it's going to take a lot of energy to move. But I still don't think it'll be as bad as trying to power that thing for several trips. So first, I think this is going to be my go to utility, go for a distressed look. Yeah. Actually, no, that's going to have to be a T to start with. And then I'm going to go forward and back on that. There. Let's see if I can't make that one work. Go back here. I'm going to mirror the other side. Building like this, I'm not going to be able to put my wheel in over there. I'll have to think I can get it on there. And let's make this end to the front. So that means I'm going to... Yeah, let's stick with one of those. And I'll do one of them. Back here, I will go ahead and put in one of those. So let's go pull up our wheels. I'm going to go with a 3x3 short. I really wish they would tell you which way's up. There's no real indication. Yeah, see, that's upside down. Come on. Okay, it does have that. Okay. One in the middle. One on the back. Then go to the 3x3 short. And because I put that in the wrong spot to start, I'm not going to be able to put that wheel on until later. So, planning ahead on that, let me try. Go ahead and put that there. That might get destroyed here in a little bit, but... So that is the basics. We've got most of that out here on the end. Is probably where I'm going to put connectors. In fact, I'll probably put it up here up front. Let me do... Put 2 just to give myself options. But the other thing I'm going to do, because as I said, this needs a lot of extra power to get up the hills. So I'm going to add one of those to the back. This is going to take a little while to get all the materials built up and welded in. And as I said, I'll have to disconnect, find a way to put my other wheel on. Let me go do all of that, and I will be back. Well, we're back. I have finished it up. Along with it, I made a conveyor line all the way up to there to get down to here. Because trying to drive this thing up there, even empty, isn't exactly easy. It's kind of a tight spot back up in there. For something this size. Because this thing is rather large. Seems like maybe a bit much just to move one container full, but that container gets very heavy when full of iron. Now, the other thing I have done is I have added a mod called Useful Big Wheels, because the standard wheels just are not powerful enough. I've done some testing in a creative world, and these wheels just are not powerful enough to move something as heavy as this. So what that mod does is it increases the friction and the power for the propulsion power, and that is based on wheel size. So the 1x1s don't have any change, and then it goes up from there. And these are a 3x3, so they should be about, well, 3 times as powerful. But right now, seeing as how it is mostly empty, this is going to be way more than what I need. But we need to get over there, and we need to make a connection over there for this thing. And it's a good opportunity to test how this thing does. Oh, haven't set that up. Nope. Let me rename these. There we go. Now I should be able to find them in here. No. Switch lock. I want to have this up here, so I can turn that on and off. And I think for now, that is all I want to put up there. That might change. Oh yes, nice and foggy. That'll be nice. But let me get that going. Oh, and if any of you are fond of trees, you probably want to turn away about now. Wow. I'm not going to be able to see. Hold on. Look at that, clear skies. But as I was saying, this is not going to be pretty for the trees, because this thing does not dodge trees very well, or I don't expect it to. Let me get that up there. There we go. That is a little faster than I thought. I had those wheels set. The other thing I have done, let's see, is it hidden? Where'd it go to? Okay, I've got this. Got another event controller set up to speed, so when I'm less than 10 meters a second, it will turn on that thruster, and it turns it back off once I get over 10. So that way I'm not burning up that power when I'm not needed. Need to get that to work better. Go ahead and stop. Turn that off. As I said, the trees are not going to be happy with me. They're pretty thick through here, and I'm not going to be able to dodge them all. I made it between those two. Oops, I need to watch out for that. There is a seam in the maps right through here. It creates a bit of a ledge, so you've got to be careful where I go over that at. this is going to take a little while to get over there. I will turn the camera back on once I get over there. Well, we are approaching the end of this here, and this little part is tricky to get down into. It's going to be tricky to get back up out of. As I said, I was in a creative world, and I was able to get through this with a full load with this design, so I know it can do it. It's not going to be easy. That being said, I can't get over here to this spot when I'm in a full load. Well, this is an interesting spot. I've got to find a way to put a connector on here that I can actually connect up to here. Ow! I didn't think I fell that far. Grab some of that. Some of that. I think I am in a light weldless over here. Gonna have to go like that. I'm gonna need another hinge from what I thought. Oh, forgot to grab a connector, I think. I'm close enough I can just jetpack over to the other. I'm gonna use that. Might have to back up a bit to get connected up. Me now just grab everything here. Okay, both of those are built. Those are built. Going to fly up here. Oh, we are back. We've got that built up. Now let's see if I can't get this lined up. Let's give it some braking torque. Turn that off. Wrong direction. drop this one down a little. Once again, a little braking torque. Let's see how close I can get with that. So that needs to go up some. So, there we have a connection. Let me go ahead and, while I'm here, I don't think there's much. Go ahead and load up. Leave that alone. I'll leave that. Wow, that's a lot. I don't need that much in there. Let's go. There we go. I need to find out how that got in there. Move those, both of those out of there. It's not a full load, but that is a load I can get right now. Let's see if we can't get this thing out of here. Turning around will be the hard part. Oh. Turning that off. Perhaps not the best path out of there. I might be able to come back with a drill or something and get some of this smoothed out. But overall, I think this is going to work. Boy, those trees are not going to like me. I think the trees are going to come after me after this. If there's no next episode, that's because the trees got me. going to cut the camera here once again, and I'll turn it back on when I start the approach over there. Well, we're slowly approaching our home base once again. Okay, maybe not quite that slowly approaching. I might need that on. And there we have it. It does take a while to make a trip back over there, but once we get that iron mine up and going a bit more, we should be able to get big chunks of iron over here, and that'll really help that thing out. Let me go do some editing, go see where I'm at time-wise. I'll most likely be back. Well, it looks like that is indeed all the time we have for this episode. Thanks for joining me and watching. Thought I would take this thing up, see how high up this thing I could go with it. This is pretty much the limit of what atmospheric engines will get me. I'm still 4 kilometers short of getting to the top. And we need to go up there so we can split this thing in half. Well, not in half, but split it so it can start another grid, because it keeps telling me my physical shapes limit is close to being reached, and, well, it is. So, that was probably what we will work on next time, is making something that can get to the top of this. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.